A woman was shocked to discover that the woman in the portrait had eerily moved while she was cleaning the mirror. However, when she turned to look, the portrait was still again. The woman thought she must be hallucinating, as portraits couldn't possibly move. Little did she know, the events that followed would make her regret it for the rest of her life. The eldest daughter also had a creepy portrait in her room. The person in the portrait was holding a pair of scissors and a comb, looking like a hairdresser. However, the atmosphere of the portrait was very eerie and frightening. Mary wanted to take down the painting, but it seemed to be stuck to the wall, no matter what she did. She had to give up. At night, while she was sleeping in her room, she suddenly heard the sound of scissors next to her. Immediately after, her hair was strangely cut off. The next day, when she woke up, she found her long hair cut into a mess. She immediately thought of her mischievous younger sister Lisa, and angrily ran into Lisa's room, accusing her. However, Lisa had no idea what her sister was talking about, as she had been sleeping in her own room all night. This made Mary feel very strange. Soon, it was nighttime again. Just after washing her hair and getting ready for bed, Mary suddenly heard the sound of scissors. Recalling how her hair had been cut off the night before, she found the painting on the wall increasingly eerie. So, she directly covered the painting with a white cloth. However, in the middle of the night, a hand slowly extended from behind the white cloth and started cutting her hair again. Mary quickly opened her eyes, and the hand immediately retracted behind the white cloth. Seeing her cut hair, Mary immediately thought of Lisa and was about to go scold her sister. Just as she was about to leave, she suddenly realized that her sister would never come to find her this late at night. As she was feeling puzzled, the white cloth on the wall suddenly bulged, as if someone was standing behind it. Mary was very scared and immediately hid in a nearby cabinet. The white cloth on the painting slowly fell to the ground, but there was no one behind it. Just as she relaxed, she suddenly heard the sound of scissors behind her. That shadowy figure had actually come up behind her. At this time, the woman who woke up in the middle of the night also shockingly discovered that a child had directly jumped into the painting right in front of her eyes. When she turned on the flashlight and shone it over, she realized that the child was originally from the painting. The woman looked at the painting in disbelief, even suspecting that she was sleepwalking. Just then, the portrait suddenly moved again. The woman was startled. The boy who had just been in the painting had disappeared, as if he were playing hide and seek with the woman. The woman tracked the boy all the way to the kitchen, but the boy seemed to have vanished into thin air. At this moment, the door next to her suddenly opened. The woman curiously walked to the doorway to check, but the boy suddenly jumped out and pushed her down. When the woman woke up again, she found herself passed out in the basement. A woman who looked like a monster suddenly walked out. When the woman shone her flashlight over in horror, the monster disappeared.